Willkommen zurück bei The Zodiac Trial. Letztes Mal gab es die ersten beiden Prey-Runden und die sind beide nicht gut gelaufen. Irgendwer hat diese Maschine aktiviert, die Statue, und danach sind erstmal Ochs und Tiger von uns gegangen, denn die Traitor haben anscheinend einen Weg gefunden, wie sie miteinander kommunizieren. Und das gefällt mir nicht, aber wir können sich ändern. Von daher müssen wir jetzt einfach gucken, dass es gut läuft. Und wenn es nicht gut läuft, dann haben wir ein Problem. Von daher haben wir jetzt keinen Plan, sondern gehen blind durch die Gegend und hoffen, dass wir irgendwas rausfinden. Toller Plan! Oh Gott, weiter geht's.
I started to look for another room, but as I went down the hallway, I saw something suspicious. Snake was eagerly explaining something to Pig, who was nodding. A bit farther down the hallway, Horse was leading sheep into the library. Hey, what are you guys doing? Both Snake and Pig looked startled when I called out to them, and Snake hurriedly brought Pig into the library. Wait, what the hell is this? I rushed over to the library door and tried to open it, but Horse held the door closed. Looking in, I saw that Bunny, a horse, Pig, Sheep, and Snake were in the same room. What's going on here? Don't look at me like that.
Ignore her.
What on earth? Apologies, Mouse, but being weak-willed will lead to the worst possible results. To avoid that drastic measures I needed. In an instant, I realized what was happening. They had decided the only way to ensure they weren't voted to execution was to form their own majority vote and vote away everyone else. I cried out as loud as I could. Everybody, get over here! This group is trying to kill the rest of us! Before long, Dragon, Monkey, Rooster, and Dog had run over to my location. What the hell is this, you assholes? Dragon yanked on the door handle, but Horse held steady. Get out here! Pack your traitorous bitch! I thought you said to not make a plan. If I didn't join, they get someone else. You know you're going to have to come out sometime. You can't be in the same room when you use a tablet.
The library actually has a small separate room inside. Hence why we chose it as a base.
Shit. Damn. That was a total of 2 circles before we went full Lord of the Flies. I was expecting 1 circle though, so I guess well done us. Dragon slammed on the door again. Everyone, I would propose our first target should be Dragon. She stands a chance of breaking into our sanctuary.
No, she doesn't.
Guys, quickly! Let's all vote Snake. Mouse? It's no us versus them. We don't have the luxury to be soft. We need to focus our votes all on him. Say no more. I'm on it. It's distressing, but if we don't, we may die.
Why not?
Yeah, I shot it, asshole. We had agreed to vote for Snake, so we split up and went into different rooms. After voting for Snake, I returned to outside the library. You better watch yourself, Snake. Don't think we're going down without a fight. Did everyone vote for Snake?
Of course we did. Why wouldn't we?
Like clockwork, announcement played on our tablets.
The prayers of the groups are conflicted, and so the great draconic gods will stay out of it.
Ich liebe die, wie er sagt. So, what? Does it mean it was a tie? It must be.
I guess this isn't too much of a surprise. All 5 of us voted for Snake, and the 5 of them voted for Dragon.
They really tried to kill me, eh? Dragon started banging on the door again. Try it, bastards, and see what happens. Horse held the door firm. My, how interesting. Unintentionally, we have stumbled across the solution we were searching for.
What do you mean?
By ensuring destruction upon a loss, we have put the traitors in a situation where they can veer away from a tie. We are currently operating on the very real assumption that if either of our groups gains a 5-4 majority, the majority will systematically vote out of the minority. With that in mind, no matter which side either traitor is on, not voting for who they said, their vote will result in their death. We have achieved an actual stable equilibrium.
Or whatever. So, what you're saying is that everything's good now?
To put it simply, yes. Once we become willing to murder innocents, our bargain leverage greatly increased. I wonder if this was the outcome Snake foresaw, then I must commend his foresight.
Don't give that asshole that much credit. He tried to save his own skin and just so happened to end up working out. So while they hold himself up in there, we've got to handle the legwork of finding us the trinkets. Hardly seems fair. But if it's what need for me, I guess I'll be off.
Doc started to walk away, but before he left, he turned back to us.
What's Snake again?
Will do. And like that, he was off.
Watch, I'm gonna find a trinket in no time flat.
I'll also join the search. I'll look around.
I'm gonna stay guard outside here. I don't like the idea of these creeps going off to do whatever they want.
I think it's unnecessary, but whatever you want.
Oh wow, das ist spannend. Oh, aber echt clever eigentlich.
Just like that, we broke off again. I looked all around the nearby classroom. I was determined to find a trinket. We just needed 4 more. 4 more. If I could find one, it'd be a huge help. Unfortunately, time passed and hints evaded me. I realized the prayer circle was coming to an end, so I took up a tablet and voted for Snake. For once, I felt confident in how it turned out. But just in case, I decided to check back in on Dragon and the other group. Doc had the same idea as me.
Hey Moss, any luck finding trinkets?
I wish.
Loser.
What? Did you find one?
Doc took a token out of his pocket and displayed it proudly.
Right on!
I guess I've got a nose for this sort of stuff.
It's incredibly infuriating that you can't find the stuff while seemingly not trying.
Why? Jealous?
A little. Anyways, anything happened with those 5 Dragon?
Nah. Far as I can tell, these chumps are content holding themselves up like that and voting as a group. I doubt the cycles will be much different than the last cycles.
As if spurred on by her own words, our tablets had another announcement.
Oh. With a total of 7 prayers, the great draconic gods have heeded the group's wishes and strike down Snake.
What?
The hell? That's unexpected.
I raced over to the library door, and through the windows, I saw a cursing Snake lashing out. Sure enough, he was dying. Despite keeping out Dragon before, the group inside the library rushed out in panic. I guess I didn't want to stay with a dying man. Rooster and Monkey also ran back over here, confused by the announcement. What the hell? We had such a good thing going. Why would anyone vote against Snake? Seriously, who did it? Don't you understand? All 4 of us are down for now? Done for now?
Not me.
Me neither.
Well, it had to be one of your fucks.
But that doesn't make much sense. The traitors would know they were signing their own death warrant. 7 prayers. Why would their number be 7 prayers?
Ja, es müssen 2 von... Warte. Snake? Wir sind 4. Nee, warte, wir sind 5. Macht doch Sinn. 5 von uns haben sie gewählt. Und 5 von denen haben uns vorgewählt. Das heißt 5 zu 5. Das heißt, 2 Traitor waren bei denen dabei und haben daraufhin Snake gewählt. Aber warum? Das macht echt keinen Sinn.
Why would the number be 7 prayers? Were both traitors inside that group? No, even that wouldn't explain it. If you were going to betray their group, you wouldn't actively vote against Snake. You just vote for someone other than the group. We should have heard 5 prayers, but there were 2 extras. 2 extras. Suddenly it all clicked. We're morons!
Agreed. But elaborate.
Instead of answering, I ran back into the cafeteria.
I checked Ox and Tiger's bodies. Oh, die hatten ihre Tablets noch, nicht wahr?
Sure enough, their tablets were missing.
God damn it!
What's wrong, Mouse?
The traitor stole the goddamn tablets!
What? It's something we already knew. Just because someone's dead doesn't mean their tablet stops working. Someone realized that, and so as soon as they had an opportunity, they swiped the dad's tablets. Which means they were able to use the extra 2 votes to kill Snake and break the stalemate.
Huh. I wouldn't have thought about that.
Wouldn't you have? Or did you do this?
Did you even listen to her? The person who grabbed the tablet was clearly in the other group.
Yeah, that's right. This proves that at least one leader is in your group. Sheep's right. That means you guys should just vote us all dead.
You think that's gonna work? You were trying to vote us all dead and you're just gonna pretend it didn't happen? You're gonna try and stop us from getting some revenge?
Dragon, I swear it wasn't personal. We were just desperate. If we didn't do anything, we're all going to be executed, one after another. By banding together, there were decent odds that both traitors were in the other group. Which very much could be true. If we killed both traitors, at least the 5 of us could survive.
As I'm not hearing anything worth forgetting.
It's a classic case of mob mentality. The fact that there were 5 of them collectively absolved them of blame.
So what do we do now?
Again, I was unsure what to do. We're going with Pig's plan. Chaos? That wasn't a good plan, though. Well, I can't think of a better one. We just need to find 2 more trinkets. 2 more. So let's just do that.
I guess it's kind of a plan. So I'll kind of do it.
That feels like conceding, but fine. Random voting it is. More importantly, we need to find more minor trinkets.
Yes, we've established that. I've already fulfilled my quota, so I expect you a lot to pick up the slack.
Quota? Don't tell me you intend to quit working.
Vielleicht. Ich meine, er hat schon viel gemacht. Er hat, glaube ich, schon 2 Trinkets gefunden und die Statue. Von daher, aber die hat Bunny gefunden eigentlich. Ne, ist fair. Bunny hat aufgetan.
I didn't have time for such arguments. I just need to find trinkets. Trinkets? I felt like calling out to trinkets, which was a sign I was losing my mind. But I didn't get to search for long before I was at the end of a prayer circle. Went in voting, eh? I voted for Dog. Someone I suspected might be a traitor. Then I went back to searching for trinkets. I didn't need to think about that shit. Who cares that you could totally be executed here? No need to worry. Not a single cause for concern. Not even worth listening to the tablet announcement happening right now. It's likely a tie. And if not a tie, it'll be some random death.
3 people had already died. This wasn't anything new.
I just had to accept the bad shit scenario we were in and move on.
With a total of 5 prayers, the great draconic gods have heeded the group's wishes and strike down Wooster.
And another death. Sorry, random strategy wasn't... Wait a minute. 5 prayers?
Habt ihr vergessen, das Tablet zu holen von Snake?
Even if you factored in a traitor having 2 extra tablets, that's way too high a number to be a coincidence. I rushed back towards the cafeteria. And there I saw it. Bunny, pig, sheep, horse, and dragon. Standing together, looking guilty. Next to them was Rooster's corpse. Bunny had picked up and was checking out his tablet. Your group did this, didn't you? We didn't do anything wrong.
Yes, we did. We formed the voting bloc.
God damn it, you guys! Dragon, you too?
I'm not dying here. Whether it takes for that to happen, I'll roll that.
The fact of the matter is, Mouse, that we knew for a fact that between you, Rooster here, Monkey, and Dog, there's at least one traitor. We knew it wasn't Dragon because she was standing guard outside the library for most of the circle, and she didn't have an opportunity to go and collect the dead people tablet. It turns out that Rooster didn't end up being a traitor, but that's just narrows the scope down to 3. Once we get rid of you 3, we'll sort things out from there depending on what we find. You okay with this? Mob-based murder? You think the fact that there's 5 of you doing it changes what it is?
What other choice do we have? Like it or not, there are 2 people actively trying to kill the rest of us. We don't get to know where they are. If we just sit around, afraid of hitting an innocent, we're just sitting targets waiting to be devoured. I, for one, have things too important outside of here that I'm willing to forfeit my life without a fight.
What he said. We have obligations. We don't have a choice. It's not my fault. Everyone will do this in my situation. I didn't have time for this justification. couldn't shove away the blame in whatever ways they wanted. They were going to murder us all. could spare, but that wouldn't help. I wasn't dying like this. Some way, somehow I'd survive. First things first, I need to gather allies. I searched the buildings for monkey and dog. After I gathered them, I explained to them the situation.
I mean, it's really awful if one figure something like this would happen. Yeah, our lives are on the line, but totally don't group up and try and save yourself.
In times of extreme anguish, groups provide structure and safety to desperate minds. It makes sense that given the horrors we've seen, people would be willing to stoop in such levels if everyone is going along with it. I don't care whether or not they're justified. We need to team together and find out some way to prevent them from killing us all.
Isn't there one little problem with the plan, though? One of the three of us is also trying to kill us all.
Not necessarily. Bunny? Mouse, monkey, dog. I'm sorry. I feel really shitty about what I did. Now's not the time for that. Explain what you're doing here. The girl was talking about next steps, and it suddenly dawned on me. We were right in that the traitor who killed Snake definitely came from you three. Also, were we right? After all, we assumed that the tablets were taken after the tight vote, but when was the last time we looked at them? It was possible that someone gathered them before that and used them to frame the people outside the library. When I thought about it like that, things started to make sense. I also realized we should look at Snake's tablet. But when I went over to his body, it was taken as well. And I think the people with the most opportunity to do that were the people inside the library when he died. So basically, you suspect that someone in the library scoop is a traitor? It was already possible that one of them could have been a traitor anyways. But I think the one who has Tiger's and Ox tablet, the most dangerous one, is Pig.
Pig? You're joking, seriously.
I'm for real. You might not know it, but she was actually the one behind gathering the group in the first place. She chose the location to be the library, which means she could have hid the tablets in there ahead of time. And she was one of the people who suggested reforming this group. And you wish us to vote for her execution? Yeah, that lose logic being your basis for it. Look, at this point it's clear that we're not getting out of this with no blood on our hands. We have to make moves against people who we think are the traitor. And I think Pig is a traitor.
But even if we go along with this, the vote would be 4 to 4. No one will be executed.
Not true.
Bunny displayed a tablet he had picked up.
I took Gross's tablet after he died, remember? With this, we have 5 tablets. We can vote her out.
That's... Well... ich weiß nicht. Bunny könnte auch der Traitor sein an sich. Aber die sind zu viert. Was sind die 4 plus 6? Die haben doch jetzt 2 Tablets dazu, oder nicht? Die haben doch jetzt das Ox-Tablet und das Tiger-Tablet. Und wir haben das Rooster. Toll, das bringt uns nichts. Das bringt uns doch nichts. Wir müssen eigentlich dafür... Ja, doch, use it.
I really hate the idea of killing someone potentially innocent. However, we have no choice. We can only hope to betray us first. Kind of a funny thing to hope for, huh? I hate this. I really hate this. But letting Pig keep forming these groups for her own safety will only lead to destruction. This way, we'll end it. And we'll trust Bunny is right with his suspicion.
His theory makes plenty of sense to me.
This is a plan I find morally questionable. But I suppose there must be times one puts their morals aside and focuses on the task at hand. We're right to do this. We don't have a choice. Let's not forget the real monster is Brian for making us go through all this. More importantly, we should hurry it up and do it. The cycle's going to end any minute now. Bunny wasn't wrong.
We quickly split up into separate rooms so we could use the tablets. I inputted my run action for the round. And for the prayer circle, I voted against Pig. I hope we're doing the right thing here. It wasn't half a minute after inputting my actions that round 6 ended. I heard an announcement on my tablet.
With a total of 5 prayers, the great draconic gods have heeded the group's wishes and strike down Pig.
And so it was done. It was Pig's fault for trying to kill me. She started these group-wounding murders. I was right to do this, wasn't I? Wasn't I? I struggled to answer that. But at this point, looking for those answers would do me no good. I had already sealed most of my emotions. Guild would have to join the club. I'd deal with my fractured psyche when I was safe. More importantly, I should go and check on Pig to see if she really was a traitor. Checking a tablet should make it clear. I went down to the cafeteria with Monkey, Bunny, and Dog. There, Dragon, Horse, and Sheep were mourning Pig. They were not pleased to see us. What did y'all do? You killed her! Surprise! Show you ugly muck here, Bunny, seeing as you totally sold us out. Because I can't expect more from a traitorous rat bastard. I didn't mean... Where do you get off saying something like that? You also switched sides to join the library group in the first place. Fuck you!
Yeah, that's not the important part. Was she a traitor?
No. We already checked the personality on her tablet. She wasn't victorious or defeated.
No. That means you killed her for nothing.
Das habt ihr auch getan!
And I suppose there was a lot of meaning in killing Rooster. I don't think I forgot about that. Don't think I'll forgive that.
Mad about Rooster's death, huh? Funny. I didn't take you for a fangirl.
He was certainly a trying man at times to deal with. However, I feel like I knew him well enough to say he has a pure soul at heart. Having been killed for no good reason greatly upsets me.
So what's the play now?
Everyone, listen up. Things have got the real fuck. Obviously. But there's no other way to resolve this. There's just not going to be a safe play until the traitors are gone and dead. It's clear they're willing to do whatever to stay alive. The only answer I see is simply pot. Pot is simply one. But it's one I don't think people will like.
What is it?
Group debates on who to eliminate. Right here, we just talk about who's most suspicious. Argue it out. Then we take turns entering the bathrooms over there and casting our votes. After someone dies, we check the tablet and see whether or not they were the traitor. Repeat until we're done.
Are you serious? That's crazy!
And your suggestion?
Huh?
You've just coasted along for a while with no real opinion, haven't you? Well, now's your time to stand up. If you can think of a better way of handling things, speak up.
What exactly did you think you're doing?
I'm asking Sheep to explain herself. Got a problem with it?
Actually, I do. Why are you wasting time like that?
Seemed fun.
I think a Socratic seminar seems like a fairly logical method of handling this dispute. I don't hate the idea. It seems a little brutal, but that can hardly be helped.
Ich weiß nicht. Ja, warum nicht?
Things clearly suck. No plans we can think of will be able to stop traitors from screwing us over. So I guess that this is a good idea as any to settle things.
So you're endorsing us? This is the way to go?
Not really endorsing, it's so much as I don't know what else to do.
I'll take it.
And so, like it or not, the shitty praying game had reached its final stage.
Oh nein! So viel Big Brain Time. Ich kann das nicht. Ich kann nicht denken. Oh, ich mochte Pig eigentlich gerne, aber ja. Pig hat an sich angefangen mit der ganzen Bibliotheksache anscheinend oder so. Deswegen. Es war notwendig. Rooster war ein bisschen random, aber okay, meinetwegen. Alles geht falsch. Ich sage, ich sag Horse ist ein Traitor und vielleicht Bunny? Also Horse und Bunny könnte es sein. Ich glaube nicht, dass Horse und Sheep das sind. Das wird so offensichtlich, weil sie so viel miteinander interagieren. Ich glaube nicht, dass die beiden das sind. Ich glaube vielleicht Bunny und Dog ist es auch nicht. Ich sag, es ist Horse und Bunny. Das ist meine Aussage. Das ist meine Prediction. Ob sie wahr ist oder nicht, sehen wir. Aber erstmal beende ich den Part hier, denn das ist ein guter Punkt dafür. Jetzt wird das Spiel spannend, denn jetzt geht's um Leben und Tod. Und ich hoffe, es gefällt euch, denn mir gefällt es auf jeden Fall. Dann bis nächstes Mal bei The Zodiac Trial. Tschüss!